Unfortunately, the back garden's got a little overgrown. You can see that it's basically covered in convolvulus. Actually, that's the verbena there. Basically convolvulus, also known as bindweed, and Calistegia sepium. Actually, looks like there's a baby tui up there. Just over there are some Jerusalem artichokes, more verbena that's seeded wildly. Anyway, what I want to do is create a compost bin for these weeds, and I'm going to use these posts here, which require no digging. So these are these are corner posts that take 50mm sleepers. So these are 50mm Redwood sleepers that I bought from Bunnings, $23 each, cut in half, so about $12 each. And these were from Bunnings as well. They're made by White's, I think. White's Retain 50mm system. Now these were, I think they're about $30 normally, but they're reduced to about $5, something like that. So anyway, 4 of these basically held up by the sleepers. Probably try to bang them into the ground a little bit so they don't fall over. I was going to put it in this area that I cleared, but it turns out there's a drain here, a council drain. So I'm not going to go there, so I'm going to have to shift it a little bit to the right, but as I'm not digging in, doesn't matter too much. Don't want to go too far right because water drains down that area here, so I want to just put it to the right of the drain here, cover, and just go to where the secateurs are. Gradually getting there. I've cleared the ground, most of the weeds. Now I think I'm going to put the 4 corners down, and then once the 4 corners down, lay the weed mat so that the weeds don't grow into the compost heap. So I've got my post near vertical, got a block of wood on top of it, and I'm just going to hit it with a sledgehammer and drive it into the ground a little bit. Got a couple of posts in the ground, sort of. I think the wood, once it's put in, the sleepers are put in, it will lock it in place. Anyway, I don't want them to be permanent, as I'll probably have to shift it later on. 2 more to go. Slowly getting there. 4 corner posts loosely in. Now to put the weed mat down so that the weeds don't invade the compost heap, and then stack it with the rest of the sleepers. Okay, weed mat laid down. Now to put the rest of the sleepers into place. And I've finished. Looks like I've actually ended up with 1 extra sleeper, so instead of having 4 half sleepers per side, 2 sides I've got 5 sleepers. Now because we didn't actually pound it into the ground, it's not that steady, but for a compost bin I think it's going to work. Now to fill her up. So you can see I've nearly filled it already. Just a lot more weeds to go. Ah dear. Oh well, I'm going to keep up at it. Well, we've done several hours of gardening and filled this new compost bin with weeds, and I'll just have a quick look around at what I've found underneath all these weeds. Yep, an old chair, a wheelbarrow, an apple tree that was covered under all that. And she even has apples. It had fallen over though. So I've put a stake for that. And then I've cleared this area here. And I'm very surprised, but the asparagus I planted maybe 6 months ago, some of it's still alive. An asparagus frond here. This one here looks a bit better. Wow, got a bit damaged in the gardening. Another frond here. More fronds here. This one here is a bit blanched because there's no sunlight in it. So this asparagus shoot, very white. And another one. So that was very lucky. Let's see if I can go on the other side. Oh yeah, that's my rocket stove DSR2. Looks like that fire brick is broken. Interesting. So this side didn't fare so well. I had 5 asparagus plants planted here too, and under all that convolvulus, there's one there. Looks like I've snapped it there. This one here is gone. This one here has a frond here. This one here is a tiny plant left. And that bamboo stake marks another empty spot. Oh well. So that was a lot of gardening. Anyway, I'll come back next week, and those weeds should have packed down by then, and do some more weeding. And this is my new bird feeder. Nectar at the top, and some sort of fatty food for the birds down below. It's called a Pekapeka feeder. Oh, what do they call them? Energy truffles. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll have something to report back in 6 months as to how the composting's gone, or 6 weeks if I use spice composting.